right, welcome into Maury County Public Schools Game Day show. Not sure why that is so messed up. What's going on, everybody? We are here at Buford Gladney Stadium in the heart of Neapolis.
The heart of Neapolis. Spring Hill, Tennessee.
Spring Hill, Tennessee.
Are we
indeed.
in Columbia or are we in Spring Hill?
We are in Neapolis. Just tell them we're in Neapolis.
We're in Neapolis.
We are
which is halfway between Columbia and Spring Hill.
We are technically sitting in Columbia.
Technically, we're in, but we're really on the. We're coming to you
We're
live
on the north side.
from the just outside the north end zone of Charlie Seton Field here at Buford Gladney Stadium.
Is it north?
Yeah,
It is.
North
This
or
is
east?
north.
This is north.
No, that's not north.
That's west.
No, it's west.
31 goes north and south,
sun-
guys.
It's right there.
That's right. We're going like this.
Yep.
Why you always have to be so argumentative?
I'm just trying to figure
we're,
it out.
We're just outside Charlie Seton Field coming to you live. Tonight is senior night. This is the Maury County Public School game day of the week. And we're going to bring it to you. And for the next couple of hours, we've got some downtown Maury County Public School dignitaries,
We'll have somebody.
administrators, Mr. Keith Stacy, Mr. Eric Perryman. Soon we might have the big kahuna herself,
think we
Lisa
will.
Ventura.
She's coming.
I think we will.
And
I think JB may be here.
Did JB make it back from Gulf Shores?
He did.
Okay,
He
well,
did.
I hope
We
he's-
paid
I'll
his
put-
bail, and he's out. And
I hope he's
roaming.
I hope he's rested up and feeling chipper tonight.
Hey, and,
so
congratulations on the front end. Chris is not here tonight because his daughter is part of the homecoming court at Columbia Central tonight.
well, congratulations
Yeah.
to Chris Pointer's daughter.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
he was excited this afternoon.
That's awesome.
As one should be.
He was talking about how much it costs to be on the homecoming court. So he had that fatherly excitement, you know.
It doesn't surprise me. There are no more free lunches.
And the homecoming opponent tonight for Central is 6-1 Lincoln
I was going to
County.
say, not
Yes.
a typical homecoming opponent, is
Yeah.
it?
And you want to talk about that?
Yeah,
real
let's
quick?
let's get tonight's schedule at least, because we'll talk about the games a little bit more in depth. But we do have some fantastic football games on tap for you. We're going to talk about those. We're of course going to have the Maury County dignitaries. We'll have some Spring Hill folks as well. Looking forward to them joining us later in the show. We'll of course get into the ball games here in just a few moments as well. So all of that, but off last week, Drake. So we didn't do anything.
I know.
We weren't.
I know. And I kind of missed. I missed you guys. I'm just going to tell you a bit, to be honest with you. My wife noticed I was a little uneasy last Friday night, sitting around the house
Bored.
in the
nothing
recliner,
to do.
bored, and she's like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, I just kind of miss doing the game day show. It's just a weekly thing. It's a routine you get into, and I think humans are
We are.
creatures of habit.
We are.
But we're back now, and we'll be with you for this week and at least two more weeks. And then there's no telling what we'll do about the playoff game.
Yeah,
we'll be-
week to week when
Because,
we get to that point.
like we were saying, you were talking
got
about Lincoln
a lot.
County, Columbia, because what could happen is Columbia Central could host their first playoff game.
Tonight is a big game for them. That's
Pivotal,
right.
pivotal game.
What do you know about that game, Keith Stacy?
I know that Columbia right now sits at 2-0 in the district region. They are in first place. Lincoln County sits at 1-0. This is another 5-team region, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
So it's a small region. Overall records, Lincoln County comes in at 6-1, Central at 3-3. So you've got a 3-game lead in the overall record by Lincoln County, but the 1-game lead in the region
Okay.
that Central hosts. I think it'll be a tough game for Central, to be honest with you. Number one, because of the opponent, but number two, because it's been homecoming week.
Yeah.
And
Right,
those
right.
are not always the easiest weeks to manage and to keep your team focused.
Yeah, there's a lot of distractions, a lot of stuff going on, and they're high school kids. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, they're
That's right. Other game,
Coming off of spring break, too.
fall
Fall
break,
Come off of fall break. right
into
today.
homecoming.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's rough right there.
That's
You're
rough.
exactly right. Other games in Region 4, 5A. Lawrence County is at Franklin County. Tullahoma is at Rockville in a non-region contest. In Region 5, 4A tonight, of course, we're here at the only game in the region. Everybody else is off this week. Creekwood, Marshall County, and Montgomery Central all not playing this week, but Battle Creek is here at Spring Hill. And, of course, we are here for game day as
Coach Justin Durham is
bringing the Grizzlies
his
on
Grizzlies onto the Charlie Seaton Field here to get a look around and just a little walk through, whatever you want to call that, get themselves familiar with the environment before they get suited up and get helmets and pads on.
Same field, different colors.
Yeah, a little bit different feel to it. Yeah,
Eric, from an enrollment standpoint, there are kids on the Battle Creek team who started their ninth grade year.
There are
here.
Juniors on that team that were freshmen here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
wow.
So they're walking back over.
Some of these kids have played on this field, not on this turf.
But here in this stadium.
In this stadium as members of the Spring Hill Raiders.
You know, and all of these kids on both sides, they feed from 2 middle schools. So these kids they're playing themselves. They're playing kids that they lined up against in middle school for maybe 3 years and maybe that 4th year on a freshman team here. So a lot of emotion on this field tonight for sure.
Tonight is senior night here at Spring Hill High School. It's always a big night for.
That kind of feels that feels a little like a jab. Having senior night against a team that don't have any seniors. that feels mean. I don't know.
And, so it's always a big night for the home team. That's whoever's having the senior night. Next year, Battle Creek will enjoy being able to have it.
They will
but
indeed.
last year, their first year in existence, they don't have any seniors. So they don't find the need for a senior night.
And they're sitting, these two schools this year are sitting at about the same enrollment. Spring Hill's slightly larger, maybe about 55, 60 kids this year. Now they do have a senior class, but they're right there at the same size. They'll be reversed next year. Battle Creek will be the larger of the two schools as they settle into their first year of a 4-year zone.
And so for people that aren't familiar watching our broadcast or listening to us, they might not know exactly where Battle Creek is. I mean, let's talk about the proximity or the closeness of these two high schools here in the spring, what they say are in Spring Hill.
I told Eric coming in that as I was driving up here tonight, I said a good name for this game, which would incorporate parts of the names of both schools, would be the Battle Creek of the Hill.
Battle of the Hill, yeah.
Isn't that what Summit Spring Hill is already?
It may be. I'm not sure.
I just thought it was the Battle of Spring Hill. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, and so we're only talking, 3-4 miles?
About 4.
Yeah.
As a crow flies?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
about 3.5, 4 miles straight through, just right across the road.
So
Battle Creek actually sits a little south of here.
Spring Hill. If you folks at home, you're listening, you're on your way home, you're watching us here on the stream live. If you don't have anything to do tonight, if you've been wondering what you want to do tonight, get out. You want to get out, don't want to sit around on the couch and watch TV all night, come on down to the Spring Hill.
That's right. The only other game in Murray County tonight, Mount Pleasant is hosting East Hickman, and that is a non-region contest. Region 5 2A has a couple of region contests. Loretto's at Adamsville, Scotts Hill is at Riverside, and other teams in action and out of region play. Lewis County is at Lexington. That will be a very interesting ball game. Lexington very good this year. And then Summertown takes the trip over to Richland. That's always a fun. That's always a fun football game.
Summertown put it all over Loretto. What was that last week?
Last week,
43-7.
43-7. That's right.
I mean, that's North Lawrence County against Southern Lawrence County, and that rarely
straight shot down.
I'm telling you,
put it together.
Yeah,
there's something going on in Summertown. It seems like
that's interesting.
They over the past few years have been pulling off these wins over larger schools, traditionally better school football, traditionally solid schools. So
they sit at number 3 in the region, 2-2 right now, 4-3 overall after that win. So that's
good for
big
Summertown.
For them.
Good for the Eagles.
That's right. We'll take a break. When we come back, more here on the Murray County Public Schools Game Day Show. We are looking to have Coach Joshua Taylor and a couple players join us, so stick around. We'll be right back here on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS Internet.
Discover Prime and Pint in downtown Columbia, where great food meets great company. Join us for weekly specials. Tuesday is Texas Tuesday with a rotating menu that gives back to local causes. Wednesday is half-off burgers and pints all day long. And on Thursday, don't miss our prime rib dinner carved fresh by our chef. Make your night memorable at Prime and Pint, 105 East 6th Street, Columbia. Prime and Pint Butchery and Public House.
Is your internet slowing you down? It's time for an upgrade. Whether you're at home, working from your home office, or at your business, it's time to unleash the speed you need with speeds up to 1 gig at CPWS for as low as $70 a month. Give us a call, 931-375-7777. Local service, local support, CPWS.
The Way Realty is helping to empower buyers and sellers to accomplish their real estate goals. Currently, we have sellers offering buy-down rates to 4.875% fixed-rate financing on selected homes through approved lenders. If you want to buy or sell your home faster, let us show you the many services we offer to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction. Schedule your listing or showing appointment today by going to thewayrealty.com or calling us at 931-580-4669. And remember, Jesus Christ changes lives. I know because He changed mine.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want with fuel discounts, additional food offerings, and everything you need to hit the road with ease. Come say hi at the remodeled Love's in Columbia. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your community. Safe travels.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
At Umamua MD, Spring Hill's newest physician-led med spa, it's about restoring balance to your body, mind, and soul. From weight loss support, revitalizing IV therapies, to anti-aging, our services are designed to help you feel renewed, confident, and whole. At Umamua MD, consults with our medical director ensure safe and personalized results. Book today at umamd.com and step forward radiant, restored, and confident.
Got wings? Alex's Tacos and Wings, winner of the best Mexican food and tacos in Murray County. But did you know that we also have all kinds of the best chicken wings? What's your favorite flavor? Like 'em hot? Pair your meal with a drink from the bar. Delicious food for the entire family is moments away. Alex's Tacos and Wings, 2202 Circle Drive in Columbia. Visit alexstacosandwings.com or check us out on Facebook. Alex's Tacos and Wings. Come take a bite.
Back live at Buford Gladney Stadium, Charlie Seton Field here.
You know what? I know both those guys. I knew both those guys. I knew Charlie. I knew Buford. That they deserved to have something named after them. They were that type of stand-up individuals.
Awesome.
So,
Murray County Public Schools Game Day show rolls on. Or welcome in to our radio listeners coming off of that Murphy's matchups. If you were listening.
Yeah, we met him.
Yeah, we had him
week before last in Mount Pleasant.
Yep.
Super nice guy. I mean, the guy just couldn't be nicer.
Yeah, fantastic and fantastic guest on the show. But we have some more fantastic guests this week as we bring in Coach Joshua Taylor, and a couple of Spring Hill Raiders. Who we got, Drake?
We have number 5, Carson Huffstutler. That's Carson right here. And on the far outside, number 21, Nathan Highland. They're both defensive players. Carson plays linebacker, and Nathan is corner for Coach Taylor's team. And, Coach, before we came back from break, I was talking about, speaking of breaks, about the fall break last week. And you just said, hey, if the guys wanted to come in, they come in and work. It was all voluntary. But for the most part, everybody just took a vacation from football,
little break,
and
getting
school.
rest. Yes, sir. Yeah. So with fall break falling, same time as our bye week, which if you can get that, it's what you want. And so families want to go on vacation and things like that. And so trying to stick put a practice together, but also allow people to go to vacation and stuff like that, it gets kind of a little wonky. But also they just need the rest, and they probably would appreciate that week away from me. Not yelling at them for 5 days or so in a row, so they could use that. We also had had that Dixon County game on a Saturday, so it just made it a little bit easier to let them be.
And so for people that don't know, Dixon County's field, which is where you were scheduled to play football that Friday night before 2 Friday nights ago, was under new construction. They're returfing that field, right? Right. And so then we're going to play Creekwood High School, which is in Dixon County, and they had senior night, or
Creekwood had something going on that prevented us from using the field on a Thursday or Friday.
So that slid you guys to Saturday morning at 11. You know what? I was watching college football, and on ESPN, they had that ticker across the bottom with the scores. I was looking for you guys' score to come up on Saturday morning. They never did.
They didn't show us. They missed out. Then it was a good game.
Can you talk about that? You want to talk about that game a little bit?
Yeah, we played. And again, I think Dixon County is a good football team. They a physical team. A couple big linemen. Nice, really good running back, number 5. I think Tristan Brown is his name. And they got after us. We got after them a little bit. It was a back and forth game. We had a 3-point lead at halftime. We unfortunately gave it up. We lost by 7. We had a chance at the end, which is really what you can ask for against a good team, and we weren't able to pull through. But again, hats off to them for doing some really good things on both sides of the ball to secure that victory. And so again, I was pleased with how our boys competed. I would like for us to close games a little better than we did, but I was definitely pleased with their competition level and not backing down from Dixon County is a 5A team. And, of course, we've been 5A, so it's not really new to us. I'm not surprised. But, a little bit bigger school. And so we took the fight to them, gave them all they wanted. And so, we want to close these games, and that's kind of what the message was going forward. But it was a fun game. You love to coach those kind of games. You just hope you wind up on the right end more often than not.
Now, you had 11 a.m. start, guys. What type of? I'm curious for myself. How did Saturday start? How did you? What was your schedule for getting up Saturday morning and getting over to Dixon County by an 11 a.m. kickoff?
You wake up at 5 a.m. You start calling Nathan immediately to make sure he gets up.
Is Nathan hard to get out of bed or what?
I mean, he is. There's a.
Do what now? Hang on.
He's up.
Are you up? Okay, try that now.
I said I missed media day because it was in the morning. So.
And so but you talk about getting all these kids up at 5, 6 in the morning and getting them all down here and Now, was there a team breakfast? Did you do anything?
So I wanted them to be able to sleep as long as possible. Honestly, there's a balance, right? And I don't, first year, I don't know if I did it right, but the plan was to get them there, make sure we loaded the equipment up the day before as much as we could the day before, and then we got them there. We just got them breakfast on the bus on the way there, so we didn't have to spend that's 30 more minutes they could sleep or whatever it was, or to make sure somebody had 30 more minutes to get there, whatever it is. And so we just pulled up to Dixon County. We had enough time to get there. I'm not gonna say it went flawlessly, but
nothing ever does,
right,
Coach.
We planned, and the boys, everybody's credit, everybody was there. All the guys that were playing, expecting to play or maybe play. We had you scared to death that somebody, a starter or somebody like that is going to miss, sleep through his alarm or something. But they're one of the things I'll say again, that we have a bunch of juniors and a bunch of seniors, And so the maturity is there, and they want to play. That above all,
Sure.
they just want to
Sure.
compete. That's one thing I love about this unit is they like to compete. So they're not going to sleep in because they would miss a football game, and they already missed one. They don't want to miss another one.
And I know you guys had the early start and you had to get up out of bed on a Saturday morning when that's the day to sleep in, and and I get it. But now just think about these teams, like these college teams from California that had to play 11 o'clock start in say on the East Coast in these new so-called conferences they put together. But 11 o'clock start in North Carolina for a team from California is like 8 a.m. You're kicking off at 8 a.m. in the morning. I mean, that's your mindset and just your biological clock is going, man, what's going on? It's 8 in the morning back where I come from. So it's really a different thing to deal with. Now, I was talking with you guys about Battle Creek Grizzlies. They don't have any seniors. This is their second year in high school in existence. Yep. So they've got class up to their junior year. You guys said you know a bunch of those guys.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So and I'm sure some are good friends. Some are just people, guys that you know that you played with. It's going to be fun. Talk about playing against guys like that you know. I mean, it's going to be fun. When you say it's going to be,
it's going to be definitely.
There might be a little jawing back and forth. Would you say?
Unfortunately, yeah.
And so, I mean, and you guys, we're talking about a corner and a linebacker. You guys you're going to be defending passes. You're going to be taking some runs out, filling those gaps, and so there's a couple of good friendly licks you get to place on a couple of guys. Are you looking forward to that?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
What do you say, Nathan? I mean,
I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
hey, there's probably one or two guys out there that playing wide receiver or slot back or whatever position it is that you know.
Yeah, I can think of a couple.
See, Coach, that's what you want. You want a little edge there.
And absolutely, both of those guys, physical players, got a lot of edge. 4-year seniors. My hope, and they both know my hope is that it's all the talking is done with the pads, right? With the pads, and
between the whistles,
right? Between the whistles, with the pads, between the whistles, absolutely. Snap the whistle. That's what we want to do, and just we got a goal in mind, and don't let anything or anybody get in the way of that goal. And so that's really been my message to those guys as they have this senior night. They want to have a memorable senior night, but that starts with doing their job.
Sure. And let's talk about senior night.
Yes, sir.
I mean, how many years? Let's go to you first. Nathan. How many years? Is this your fourth year playing for Spring Hill?
This is my fourth year playing
and
for Spring
Carson,
Hill.
what about you? Is this your fourth year?
Yes,
so
sir.
you guys have been here full 4 years, and we've got 3 more games in the regular season tonight and 2 more. So talk about being seniors, being leaders of your football team, and talk about how important senior night is to you guys.
Man, well,
don't get emotional.
Yeah.
Don't
No, not me. It's honestly hard to.
I know it is once you think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm not going to try to put words in your mouth, but I know it's just gone by like.
Yeah.
Like
so that was the
that's
thing I was
what's so
about to
amazing.
say. Yeah. It just goes by so quick. Like, I don't feel like a senior really, to be honest. Man. Unfortunately,
it's crazy.
Yeah,
though.
it is crazy. It is crazy. But it's also crazy, like being with these same guys for 4 years, like my other seniors that have been playing all 4 years. It's really nice. I just feel like there's someone I can just like really rely on. Like if I ever need someone, I feel like I just call them up and they would be there. So it's nice. It's reassuring. It gives me a lot of confidence when I go out there and play. I know my teammates got my back, so I can do my job, and I trust them to do theirs.
And Carson, would you? I would think that, and we just talked about how quick it goes by, how quick those 4 years just poof, they're
Yes,
gone.
sir.
And probably if you could talk to the younger guys on the football team and just tell them, hey man, just slow down, enjoy everything in the moment, and like Chris said, just soak it all in, but enjoy it each year and cherish it each year because you guys.
Yeah.
3 more games.
I know, man.
And I remember getting told that same thing.
Yeah.
As a freshman.
And you think it's
really?
it's not gonna go out that fast.
And you're thinking, he doesn't know. He doesn't know he's talking. That old dude doesn't know he's talking about it. I got this. And now, here we are. Right?
Yep.
Let me ask you guys this, and the difference in this year, you guys have been competitive in every football game. You've won a couple ball games. You got a chance to host a playoff game, with these last 3 region games. What does it mean for you guys to be able to be the senior class that effectively turns this program around?
I mean, it means everything to us.
It means a lot. It's a privilege, definitely. It's an honor. It feels great, to be honest, knowing we're one of the first classes to really
it's just a different
we're winning
feel.
some ball games.
I mean, it's a lot easier to get out here and
Taylor,
play.
Right.
Good coach.
I mean, Coach Taylor was part of the coaching staff, and back when you weren't. Let's just be honest, Spring Hill wasn't winning any football games.
Yeah.
And now your senior year, your 4th year in, you're like, wow, this is what it's like. This is awesome. This is great. So, and being part of that has to be special and mean a lot to you.
Yeah.
As going out on a winning note is important.
It does.
And you're able to look at take the younger guy and say, hey, you guys, we're leaving here. We've kind of turned Mo around. We've turned this ship around. We're going in a different direction than we have been the last 3 years. So you guys got to kind of pass the torch off to them as seniors down to
That's always
underclassmen.
The thing Coach Taylor always says is leave it better than you found it. So that's what we've been trying to do.
And
you guys have done a really good job.
And here we are, senior year, and it's been a much better senior year for Spring Hill this year than has the prior 3 or more years.
Yeah.
Obviously, like momentum. Momentum is such a big thing in football, right? Mm-hmm. And it has to be easier to get up on Saturday morning to go play a football game after you've won a couple, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Or go through a week of school looking forward to Friday night instead of maybe dreading it sometimes.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's definitely nice. Again, these guys are mature. We got 9 4-year seniors on the team, but these guys have done what it takes to give themselves an opportunity for postseason play. And it's great to sit here, not looking for somebody else to maybe lose. And, it's out of your control, but it's firmly within our control in October to get us on November football games. And so, we've talked about it. We want this senior night, and we want to recognize all 14 of these senior football players, plus the 3 cheerleaders, plus the 28 band members. Sure. But also, this does not need to be the last home football game for Spring Hill football. And so that's been our goal, is to do what we need to do, handle business, and finish out this season strong. We've had some good games. We've had some close losses, and we want to 0 in the region. And we're excited about that, the chance to be 2-0 tonight. And we know Battle Creek is going to play some good football. But, again, I have 14 seniors. I have 9 4-year seniors. We got a bunch of guys, a bunch of juniors as well, and we want to honor those guys tonight, and then we want to honor them even further by playing good football for 4 quarters, every snap, and seeing how this game goes. And I think, again, if we play the way we want to play with the game plan that we have, I think we'll like what happens tonight. So, but, again, Battle Creek, they've been planning too, have preparation too. They were off too, and so it's going to be a fight, and they know it. But again, they're competitors, and they're excited about it, and that's what has me excited as their coach.
And as Coach Taylor said, it is senior night. We are live right here, Spring Hill High School, right outside of Charlie Seaton Field and Buford Gladney Stadium. Thank you guys for spending some time with us. Best of luck tonight, Coach Taylor. Good luck with the Battle Creek Grizzlies. This is the Maury County Public School Game Day show, and we are powered by CPWS Internet. We'll be right back.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, serving Columbia and the surrounding area since 1980. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is family-owned and does their best to make you feel like you're a part of the family. Commitment to customer service is the highest priority. Whatever your vehicle needs are, from sales to service, Stan McNabb is here to help. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is a dealership that cares about this community. Visit us online and get started today. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, where excellence and community converge.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable, local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Maury County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us.
931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support.
We all live very busy lives. Sometimes we just need a break. Wouldn't it be nice to have an extra pair of hands to help out? Let me introduce you to New Dawn Cleaning Service. No job is too big or too small because they do it all, from residential to commercial. They offer standard cleaning, construction cleaning, carpet shampooing, and window cleaning. Whether you are looking for a one-time service or regular scheduled cleaning plan, New Dawn is ready to help. With years of experience, you can relax, kick back, and call New Dawn Cleaning Service at 615-977-6901.
Hello, this is Rick Tillis from Tillis Jewelry. What is a full-service jeweler? Experienced staff, custom designers, in-house jewelry repairs, and beautiful jewelry. Yes, at Tillis Jewelry, we are passionate, knowledgeable, and committed to integrity. We strive to be the best in our community and in our profession. We build long-term relationships and become part of family traditions that will cross generations. We delight clients by providing an unparalleled selection, superior service, and exceptional value. Tillis Jewelry, we exceed your expectations.
Hey, this is Trip Stoltz, owner of Columbia Ace Hardware. We are excited to announce that we have completely remodeled our store. We have expanded our selection in many brands including Milwaukee, Steel, and Big Green Egg. We have new inventory arriving daily, so come see the changes for yourself at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard, Columbia, Tennessee.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
At CSH, we know the sport of football builds discipline, character, and work ethic, 3 common characteristics of winners. It's a sport where we drowns out me. Leadership is nurtured, and that's why CSH supports all Murray County football teams, and want to say a special thanks and good luck to every player, coach, volunteer, and parent of this year's teams, from youth programs, middle schools, and high schools. We know football builds men that make a difference. Let's go.
Hello, my name is Zach Maddox. I'm a proud third-generation owner-operator of Columbia Paint and Wall Cover, founded by my grandfather, Ralph Maddox, in 1946. We offer a variety of paint and wall covering products, but our passion is customer service. We can offer many personalized services and can come out to your house or business if needed.
Come visit us at our Columbia location or our new Spring Hill location behind Church of the City, or visit us online at paintcolumbia.com.
Back and trying not to get hit by flying footballs as we've got.
Man, that was close. I'm telling you right now. Hey,
yeah, just make sure you don't hit the Starlink. Make sure he don't hit the Starlink.
I'm going to turn around here at the game day set and just, watch him practice a little bit.
Drake almost was going to be the headless horseman for
Halloween. I tell you what.
that was pretty rough right there.
Good thing we got workman's comp here through WKOM 101.7 FM. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy.
Make sure that bill's paid, right?
You know.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, man, we've got a lot of great stuff to talk about, a lot of great football to talk about tonight across Murray County, and we'll start with Lincoln County and Columbia. We talked a little bit about it earlier, Coach Keith Stacy, and we talked about how important this game is for Columbia Central, because with a win, they will guarantee themselves a home playoff game and set up a meeting with Tullahoma for a chance to win the region, and that would be pretty big for Coach Darius Goff.
Now, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I've got Central right now as 2-0 in region play.
That is correct.
A win tonight against Lincoln County makes them 3-0 with 1 to go.
Correct.
So they could be no worse than tied for first.
And
also correct.
We need to remind our viewers and our listeners that game will be streamed live.
It will indeed.
On Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. Go
and on 103.7, of course.
And 103.7, it will be the audio. But
Correct.
if they want to watch it live, they can go onto Facebook or YouTube and go under Front Porch Sports Network.
Yep.
And it'll pop up, and they can watch a Central game.
That game is actually, it originates on Central Lions football Facebook page.
Okay.
But they are all shared on the FPSN Facebook page, so you can get all of the games. You can get Mount Pleasant, which we'll talk about here in just a moment with East Hickman. You can get this game right here. Will also be streamed on Front Porch Sports Network. But Columbia Central has not been in this position in a long time with a chance to win the region. And, Coach Goff really has his team playing much better than those first couple of weeks of the season. It felt like to me, and Coach Stacy, I don't know if you were still there, but it felt like to me that Friday night second quarter against Marshall County is where this team turned the tide.
Yes, I did stay for that whole game that night, and up until very late in the game, that game was either teams to take. And like you said, Central hung in there, and I think gained some confidence and gained some momentum for the rest of their season. You mentioning that they're in a position to win their district, and I think in sports, which we typically realize is a competitive venture, that you, in a single game or in a single season, the best you can ask for, hope for, pray for, is to have a chance to win late.
Sure.
Here we
sure
are late in the season, and Central does have that chance, and they're playing at home tonight against 6-1 and 1-0 in the region, Lincoln County Falcons, and you can't ask for any better opportunity. You got to take care of business tonight.
The Lions have won one region championship in school history. That was in 2010. You know what else they won that year?
State championship, baby.
I believe they won a state championship that year. So that right there tells you.
I mean, that's crazy. That's
Yeah.
kind of hard to believe. I mean, let's be honest.
It really is hard to believe.
Well, that number one seed, besides giving you a first-round playoff game, it gives you the upper hand throughout that bracket.
Yeah.
Until you meet another number one seed from the other side of the, from the region you're competing with in rounds 2, 3, and 4, and you might even get a home game even under that scenario when you face another one seed.
And if you look at these 5-team regions right now, the 1 seed playing the 4 seed, that might not be a real tough game for your first game to move on. You kind of are buying almost not necessarily a bye week, but a much lighter playoff game than a lot of folks do.
When you have these 5-team regions like we have this year, and both these teams tonight here at Spring Hill are in a 5-team region, and Columbia Central is as well. So out of that 5-team region, 4 of them are going.
Yeah.
And like you said, maybe the 4th seed, maybe even the 3rd seed is a sub-500 team.
Now, they are in Region 4, which is the East. Is that –
so they have to go east?
So they are in the eastern side, which is different from what they have been in the past. And so that really changes things as far as, your playoff opponents. They're not going to have to play the pages and that sort of thing. So that makes a little bit of a difference as well.
You might have to go into the Eastern time zone, though.
You could.
Which
does make a big difference when you talk about that.
With your travel and your body clock.
Spring Hill, one of the last years they made the playoffs, we ended up taking them to Stone Memorial.
Yes.
And that's a pretty good run, and you're right on that time zone line. I know that because we had a driver get hurt, and I had to go pick up a bus and drive it back home with a load of kids that night.
Yeah, was it foggy up there?
It was foggy.
It seemed like it's always
foggy. It was foggy, and
up
it was
there.
rough coming off of that plateau. So you can get into some pretty
weather-wise
scenarios.
too.
Yeah.
And later in the season. I mean, the weather is a lot more volatile and colder. Obviously, the farther east you move.
And foggy.
And that region.
I keep saying foggy. Every time I've been to Stone Memorial in November at night,
the fog starts to set in.
It just seems foggy and wet.
It's cool, and that dew sets so early. It's a really difficult way to go. So east is a little rough sometimes.
That region it includes Walker Valley, East Hamilton.
Oh, that's a run right there.
Ray County, McMinn County, and Soddy Daisy.
Yeah, if you have to travel, that's not a short drive anywhere for sure.
So you really need to win tonight to ensure yourself of that home playoff game is the point.
One of those teams coming to you, because everything we've talked about as the Columbia Central Lions having to travel, all of that is reversed when those teams have to come to us.
Yeah.
Speaking of playoff games, tonight could be a preview of a Class 2A playoff game. East Hickman and Mount Pleasant, the two regions will collide in the playoffs, in the first round of the playoffs. And of course, East Hickman has the unfortunate situation of also being in a region with East Nashville and East Robertson, two of the top 10 teams in the state. And so they're most likely going to be number 3 or 4 in that region. Mount Pleasant already has locked up a home playoff game. So depending on where East Hickman and Mount Pleasant fall, this could be a playoff game preview. And I'm curious how much that impacts how you prepare and what you do on the field in a non-region game that doesn't affect you, knowing kind of like Greg Maddox used to set up hitters. He'd throw him a pitch that he was never going to throw in the playoffs,
right?
Give up a home run in the regular season when it don't matter. They're looking for that pitch in the playoffs.
And they never see it.
And they never see it.
Yeah.
If I'm coaching Mount Pleasant right now, I'm telling my kids 1 week at a time, we're not looking, because next week they play Lewis County.
Yeah.
Which is all that
Lewis
matters.
County, and that's going to be the game that decides that region. We cannot look to Lewis County tonight. We've got to get through this game with East Hickman, and we need to handle business, which I think Mount Pleasant's very capable of doing at home tonight against East Hickman.
Whether or not Kit Hartsfield and his staff spent all of fall break looking at Lewis County, and you know they did.
and I'm okay with that.
Just not as kids.
Just not the kids. And I think, Mount Pleasant has a great opportunity. They've been a good football team the last 4 years that we've done the show. They've played into the playoffs, some years even deep into the playoffs. I think this is another opportunity for them to go deep in the playoffs, but you got to play one game at a time. You can't overlook East to get to Lewis.
Sure, and we've seen it this year in college football. We've already seen teams, big upsets, the highly ranked teams, and really half of that is those highly ranked teams being, one, ranked too high or overrated, or B, underperforming against
do you not
underperforming.
Think Ole Miss was doing the same thing last week? They overlooked Washington State looking right to Georgia.
Absolutely.
You can't do that.
So that's what they did. They're a 34 point favorite, and then they end up winning by 3.
Yeah, you're in a dogfight in the fourth quarter.
And now they got Georgia coming. I mean, they go to Georgia this weekend, like you said. So you've got to keep your team focused on the game at hand, and you can't not worrying about the next week.
You can't believe what people say about you, whether they're telling you you're good or whether they're telling you you're terrible. You just have to be you,
and you have
every
to
day.
know what you are and know what your team is, and quit listening to the outside noise. But as a coach,
it's hard not to do that.
It's hard.
It's hard.
I mean, you can't get those kids. You don't know what they're doing when they go home and
they're probably
eat dinner and get in bed or
plugged into something on their phones.
If you look at that game next week too, Mount Pleasant should win tonight versus East Hickman. Lewis County's traveling, got a tough game tonight. So they may not be doing that. They may not be looking past it this week because they've got a tough opponent that they're going to see tonight, and you just got to know you got to come in and look ready. But I will say this, Mount Pleasant looks very comfortable at home. That second year on that turf field, they're spreading, they're running. It's a very different place. That crown off of that field, it looks different, it feels different, and they're playing different. They look really comfortable at home, and that's a cool little environment down there. So a game there, everybody's coming out from Hampshire to Campbellsville Pike. Everybody's coming.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing else to do.
Absolutely
Let's drive Southport and go see that. So the more they can play at home, man, it could be something to watch.
Well, I tell you what, and you folks that are listening to us right now or watching us live on the stream, if you haven't made plans, you've got just a little bit over an hour before kickoff here at Spring Hill High School on senior night. Load the family up in the car. Get on down here to Neapolis Community, Spring Hill High School, right here on Charlie Seaton Field, and enjoy what's going to be a beautiful night.
It's awesome.
As the sun is setting down behind the press box on the western side of the field. And I tell you what, it might be the best night of the whole weekend because we're supposed to get some rough weather starting tomorrow night.
That's right.
It's going to be cool Sunday morning for
Get
sure.
out and do something tonight. Come on down here to Charlie Seaton Field and watch the Spring Hill Raiders play Battle Creek High School.
And Battle Creek boasts the FPSN Defensive Player of the Week, Connor Duncan, who had 12 tackles 2 weeks ago, a sack, and 3 tackles for loss. And he's going to be a very difficult player to contain for the Raiders. That being said, they'll bring Lionel Brooks, who had 13 carries for 113 yards and a touchdown against Dixon County in that Saturday morning. He didn't have any trouble waking up and getting going.
No, not at all. Not at all. And matter of fact, we had Coach Taylor up here. We talked about, Spring Hill Raiders went down there Saturday morning and played their hearts out against a pretty decent Dixon County team. Remember, Dixon County beat Columbia first game of the year kind of in a weird way, but they did win by 10 points, 27-17. And Spring Hill Raiders went down there to try to win their third game in a row.
And I still believe that Spring Hill has had 2 odd situations this year that I think for sure cost them one game against Glencliff here.
Yeah, the storm
and then
night.
They got displaced against Dixon County and had to go to Creekwood to play. I don't know that they don't beat Dixon County if they play that game on Friday night.
Just on a regular
routine,
regular schedule. Yeah, Coach Taylor was talking about getting these kids up at 5 and 6 in the morning on Saturday morning. Normally a sleep-in morning. Normally a morning you're not worried about football, but you got to make sure they're all up. Get them going.
Everybody's
get them to breakfast. Get them on the train.
Mentally and physically ready to play football.
Get them down to Dixon County for 11 o'clock kickoff. It takes some doing.
Now, both teams have to deal with that, but it's different when you got to travel to do it.
Yes. And it's not an easy drive to Creekwood. No. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere,
That's right.
And go to 40, get off, and go north. It's nowhere.
Head to Loretta Lynn's Dude Ranch and go past it and turn right. And
I think it's also different when it wasn't your decision.
Correct.
Right? If I dictate the decision, I control more of how I'm ready for it and prepared for it, and my mental state of it, as opposed to someone saying, hey, you're going to come and play on a Saturday morning.
And I'm sure Creekwood was much happier playing, or Dixon County was much happier playing at Creekwood than they were coming to Spring Hill and playing at 11 in the morning.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's a world of difference between the two. But Spring Hill played a heck of a game down there and were in it up until the end.
Well, just think about even college teams. You hear rumblings of having to play the 11 o'clock game versus playing a 6:30 game or something like
these West Coast teams that have played in the whatever conference it's 8 o'clock. If it's 11 o'clock kickoff, it's an 8 o'clock kick. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. Their head clocks are saying
North Carolina's playing at 10:30 p.m. tonight on their time. They're kicking off at 10:30 at night.
Yeah.
Now, for a college kid, 10:30 is pretty early. At least it was for me. I don't know about y'all.
But think about the Rams Sunday morning. They're going to kick off at 6:30.
Good timing.
London time.
Well, 6:30 California time. The Rams are kicking off in London Sunday morning. You're getting up at 6:30 and playing a football game. I mean,
That's absurd.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is tonight we don't have to worry about it. It's Friday Night Lights right here.
Senior
at
night.
Gladney
Senior
Stadium.
night.
Senior night, indeed.
Senior night.
We've
tonight.
got a lot of great football coming up, but we also have great guests continuing right after we take a quick break.
We got the Big Kahuna coming up.
That's
folks.
right.
And if you don't know who the Big Kahuna is, you'll find out right after this break.
That's right. Stick around here on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS.
Need to meet
Internet.
the Big Kahuna.
This is David Usselton with Usselton Automotive, located in Columbia, Tennessee. We service all foreign and domestic vehicles. We take pride in our work, and we don't cut corners. We offer a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty and loan our cars with almost every repair. We are located at 1201 South High Street in Columbia, Tennessee. You can reach us at 931-215-1765 or find more information at usseltons.com.
We at Hollins Pharmacy must be doing something right. We've been providing pharmaceutical services in the Middle Tennessee area for over 60 years. The guiding principles of our business are fast, accurate, friendly, personal service. We do not have long waiting lines, and our phone calls are answered by a staff member. We strive to get to know our customers by name, not just a date of birth or number. We are your locally owned hometown pharmacy, and we appreciate your business. We urge you to come visit us at Hollins Pharmacy, 1608 Hatcher Lane here in Columbia.
Columbia Foodland is a locally owned and operated family grocery store with a full line of dry, dairy, frozen, meat, and produce items. We focus on keeping the freshest hand-cut meat and produce items daily with the most competitive prices in town. We offer weekly ad specials as well as in-store weekly specials throughout the store. Located at 427 West 7th Street in Columbia in the former Harris Foodland location. Columbia Foodland. We're here and ready to serve the wonderful people of Columbia and the surrounding areas. Office space available in beautiful downtown Columbia. Kennedy Broadcasting Company, WKRM and WKOM, has 3 offices for rent in its downtown building. Each office is approximately 18 by 18, and each includes a closet-type storage area. Included are utilities, Wi-Fi, and communal break area. Contact Station Manager Clayton Harris at 931-626-3131.
Hi, I'm Chris Chumley, owner of Expert Landscaping, LLC. Located in beautiful Columbia, Tennessee, Expert Landscaping specializes in consulting and design for all your outdoor needs, as well as installations for landscaping, pools, patios, outdoor kitchens, fireplaces, irrigation, and lighting. Call us today at 931-374-1772. Expert Landscaping, where quality work is an investment in the future.
Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Delicious food and amazing service at an affordable price. Mezcal Cochina Mexicana. Located off of Nashville Highway in Neapolis, near Spring Hill High School. 2504 Care Lane. Authentic Mexican cuisine. Full menu. Family dine-in. Takeout. Delivery. Offering the best cocktails in the area. On the rocks or frozen, pair your meal with our famous margarita. Don't forget, Mezcal Cochina Mexicana for your next meal. Check us out on Facebook. Visit Mezcal Cochina Mexicana today. Proud supporters of the Front Porch Sports Network.
He shoots, and he scores!
Hello, I'm Rick Whitley. And I'm Daniel Pollard from Jones & Lang Sporting Goods. We would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for the many years of support. Since 1966, Jones & Lang has been locally owned and operated and supplying teams from T-ball to college. Stop by and see what we can do for you. We offer a wide variety of services from silk screening and embroidery to our custom trophy and awards department. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to noon. Remember, Jones & Lang Sporting Goods, the look of a winner.
Hi, I'm Matt Perales, manager of Murray County Equipment. We help you with all your agriculture and construction equipment needs. We carry a full line of New Holland tractors from compacts to high horsepower. We have a full line of gravely mowing equipment. We also have New Holland construction equipment, attachments, and accessories for your tractors and a complete parts department. We are locally owned and operated. Come see us at 1075 North James Campbell Boulevard or learn about us on Facebook or contact us at 931-490-8183.
We are back here on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS Internet. This is the Murray County Public Schools Game Day Show. Glad to be with you guys here at Spring Hill High School on the Front Porch Sports Network.
Senior night, baby.
Senior night, and it looks like we got a
They're
lot
lining
of
up.
They're going to
for us.
honor the seniors tonight, which is what they should be honored. It's an honor to be a senior. And we have. It's an honor to introduce our newest guest on the.
Did he just call you a senior?
Yeah, I think he did. I'm the big fat kahuna.
I said it's an honor to introduce our newest member on the Game Day set here, Murray County Public School Game Day set. And it wouldn't be Murray County Public School Game Day set without the number one honcho, the big kahuna, the superintendent, Lisa Ventura. Let's pull the camera over on Lisa. Can you bring it over?
He's steering it. He got it.
Got her. Hey, Lisa.
Well, hey, y'all.
What you been doing? What's been going on?
Well,
I saw your helicopter come in and light over there.
I keep telling Perryman to budget for that.
You keep saying that. People are going to start believing it. They're going to start thinking, trying to find it in the budget.
That's exactly right. Hey, if they can find it, I want it.
Listen, I gave her news today that if it holds up, she might get a helicopter.
Let me tell you what. I just want people to know the only darn helicopter we're getting out of here on is Life Flight.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
And it ain't going to be pretty.
And you called me a senior, so I might be close to that.
It ain't be the medevac. It won't even be the Life Flight.
Goodness.
What's going on?
What a beautiful place to land, right? Look at how gorgeous this place is.
And the sunsets right here in this part of the county are just absolutely beautiful.
Absolutely.
And gorgeous. And how important is senior night? I mean, I know you're superintendent of Murray County Public Schools, and you can tell the folks about senior night, what it means to not only students but to faculty and administrative
and families. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I mean, I don't think people realize, we have children from ages, some kids start with us at 3 years old because we offer various pre-K. So some of these children we have known since they are 3 years old, and here they are 18, 19 years old as seniors, and it is a true gift. There's a lot of wonderful, wonderful things that I can say about education. But one of the most beautiful gifts that we have as teachers and as educators, and really anybody who works for Murray County Public Schools, is that beautiful gift of watching a child grow and develop into a mature adult, or an adult. Sometimes not that mature, but we hope. And just, we pour into them. We pour into them socially, emotionally, educationally, academically. We are a huge factor. So for the faculty, it is just an amazing, warm, humbling experience to know that you've been with them.
And if we talk about the unit schools here in Murray County for a second,
yes.
We talk about Culleoka, Hampshire, Santa Fe. I mean, those unit schools see those children every day in those unit schools.
Absolutely.
From kindergarten all the way to their 12th year.
Yes.
So you're actually, and those bonds and emotional bonds and relationships at those teachers and administrators at those unit schools build with those children during those, say, 12 years of their life.
Yes.
I just don't know how you can put more emphasis on how important that is and how impressive how impressionable those years are
That's right.
as a child is growing up.
That's right. I was a high school gen ed teacher for a while in my career, and graduation was always an amazing, wonderful, and senior night at the football games, at the basketball games, was always amazing. And then I became superintendent, and I got to go to graduation at a unit school, and to see the staff sitting in the stands, kindergarten teachers crying because they were a part of that child's kindergarten year,
They've watched
first
that
grade
young
year.
man or young woman grow up literally
Exactly.
before their eyes.
Exactly. Like I said, we become part of their family.
And I'm sure it's almost like these grade school and younger teachers that get these children at a very young age and teach them and then watch them progress year after year in these unit schools. And then it's almost like a child leaving home when they graduate on senior night or moving on.
Yes.
Of course, now all the teachers I had, they were
glad to see you.
They were
gone.
clapping
Yes.
and
helped you pack
There's
your
a
bag.
lot of clapping.
That's right.
There's a lot of clapping and high fiving going on.
They
I'm
had
just
that
telling
garbage
you.
bag full of your stuff.
And a lot of yes. And then
Just remember, this is how you clap.
I will
all
say
right?
this. That's exactly right. We'll
This
do
is how we clap now.
We'll do the Kirby Smart clap.
Oh, it's a good thing we're not in South Alabama.
I spent today at the homecoming parade for Central High School, and we bring in some of the elementary school kids, for the parade. But the teachers at Woodard and Riverside and Baker, they're crying as they're watching the floats go by because, again, they were a part of that child's life, whether they're seeing the kindergartners, the cheerleaders or the football players or the ROTC when they're all in their Navy uniforms. I mean, we're all in tears just celebrating children growing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Speaking of them being young kids, obviously I like to wait until Friday night to prepare for this segment each week. But I've been over here on Facebook, and I noticed you guys you had a big board meeting, obviously, this week, and that's always fun. But the TISA form and
the TISA accountability report
feedback survey is available on your social media. Make sure to tell folks a little bit about what that means and how they can submit their feedback.
So TISA is our new funding formula. It is the Tennessee Investment in Students Act that created our new funding formula. And part of the new funding formula that came online 3 years ago does have much more accountability for the system, as well as academic achievement, growth scores. It encompasses everything.
Sure.
So one of the things that we are desperately looking for, so if you are listening, please go to our Facebook page or go to our website page, click on the link. It is 5 easy questions. It's basically our goals, our stretch goals for the next year. It has our achievement data right now and where we want to go and all the strategies we're going to use to get us there. So what we hope to do is get enough input because that will build our budget.
Gotcha.
If stakeholders will take the time to tell us what they think will help us, we absolutely value all stakeholders. I know there's a lot of people out there that say, well, I don't have kids in school. But
doesn't matter.
You absolutely should know what is going on in our public schools, why it's going on, and how we are pushing forward. And we're super proud of the progress that we've made, and we hope to continue.
And ideas aren't exclusive to parents.
That's correct.
They just aren't.
They just aren't.
No.
They just aren't.
And let's just be honest. An educated community is a more prosperous.
That's correct.
Overall.
That's correct. I want these seniors to become contributing, tax-paying members of society.
And
to want to stay here.
Statistics show that they are.
That's correct.
That graduating
That's
high school
correct.
seniors
Yes.
live a more prosperous, fulfilling life.
That's correct.
And as well as the community around.
Yes.
It. I mean,
it's simple math.
It's not
people.
in doubt. It's not.
That's right.
It's not in question.
That's correct.
It is.
That's
it is a fact.
You can look at prison rates. You can look at quality of life. You can look at, all the factors that make a community a great place to live. This is where it starts. And you can tell me that I'm biased, and I'll say, no, come see what we do.
Facts are not biased.
And for people to sit here and tell me to my face it's not working, it's failing, whatever the deal is, I'd say you've been led down the wrong path, my friend. Just take a look at what's going on right here behind
That's
me
correct.
and what goes on in this school building as well as across Murray County and across the state of Tennessee.
And meet our kids. Because
And
you
I'm gonna
will
get
not
up-
be fearful for the future if you meet our children. They are going to take care of us when we're old. I promise you that.
There you have it.
They got
Well said.
ideas.
Some of us are already old, right, Drake?
He called me old.
I know I'm old. Don't rub it in. Come on, man.
Oh, man.
I mean, we've got guys that have painted their naked torsos, their upper bodies with black paint.
Let's see if
and
I can
they've
get
got
around there, too.
numbers.
Yeah.
Can
I was
I
just
get
going to say, can
jerseys
you get
on
around
and-
to those?
Let's
And
see if
we've
we can
got,
get around to it.
We've got.
Yeah, there it is.
We've
There you
got,
go.
Look, I mean, look at these guys. Those aren't jerseys. Those are just black painted bodies, and they've got players'
not waving to
numbers,
us.
and they've got letters on. And I don't know what they're going to spell out because they won't all stand still. Coach Stacy, they're all moving around. I can't figure out what it's.
I don't think they know they're on camera.
They have no idea. Y'all
What's
just
up,
walk through
guys?
the camera.
There they are. So it's a big night here. We've got folks in pink. And there's folks up. Look, there's folks in the parking lot there that have pink painting on their bodies. And
Yes.
these
Breast
guys
cancer awareness.
So there
It
you
is-
have it.
it is.
And
It-
it's just a terrific festive night here at Spring Hill High School.
Yes.
Senior night. We're going to have kickoff here in about 45 minutes between Battle Creek Grizzlies, just about 3 or 4 miles from here.
Yeah.
So these two high schools are very familiar. Matter of fact, we were talking earlier with a couple of Spring Hill players that some of the Grizzly players started playing football at Spring Hill and now are playing for Battle Creek.
Exactly.
So you can't get more familiar than that.
That's exactly
than playing
right.
with somebody a couple of
This-
years ago, and now you're lining up against them.
Yes.
Right, Coach?
Yes.
I
As
mean,
rivalries go, this is a
adds
good
little,
one.
That adds a little bit more emotion to it, and it can be a fun emotion, and it can be
First meeting
a
between
little
these two
aggressive
schools.
emotion.
Well, and if you look out here, look, families are walking out for senior night, and you have Battle Creek football players walking out with their senior sibling
Yeah.
for Spring Hill High School's
Yes.
night.
That is wild.
If you
Yeah, I
look,
can
there
see
are
it,
white
yeah.
jerseys walking with young men out there right now. It's pretty wild.
Yes.
And that's something special. That's what community is about. That's what education is about. It's about not only being educated, but it's about rounding the characters of these young men and women through extracurricular activities as well as academics, sports, athletics, whatever you want to call it. It's just a combination of everything that goes in to help mold a young person's
And if you
character
look-
and their life.
Absolutely.
You know, if you look at our theme for this year, it's so much more. And that's
That's
it.
right.
What you just said is that so much more. It's not just what happens in the classroom. It's the community. It's the culture that is built. In a community like this, it's a big deal.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, if you folks have not been this year to a high school football game in your local community, get out, participate, support that high school, and just see the facilities, just see how beautiful everything looks when you get down here to a campus like Spring Hill, like Mount Pleasant, like Columbia Central. I mean, it's really amazing.
You need to get down here tonight because I don't think the weather's going to be any nicer the rest of the year. This is
That's exactly. This is the best
perfect
football. Yes, you
weather.
are right.
So you might want to get down here now and enjoy it while you can. This is the Front Porch Sports Network powered by CWS. Lisa, thank you so much for joining us. As always,
Thanks
it
for
is a
having me.
pleasure, and we cannot wait to hear more next week here on Murray County
See you,
Public
Big
Schools
Kahuna.
Game
See you.
Day
Bye.
Show.
I think she's back with us for the next segment.
Oh, is she?
She's trying to get her gone.
then-
Trying to get her
well, then
gone.
Don't go anywhere. Hang on.
Well, yeah, we've got Dr. Brewer coming up.
That's
So,
right.
but Lisa's welcome. You're welcome to stay. So, we'll stick around. We'll be right back after this. Is your internet slowing you down? It's time for an upgrade. Whether you're at home, working from your home office, or at your business,
It's time to unleash the speed you need with speeds up to 1 gig at CPWS for as low as $70 a month. Give us a call, 931-375-7777. Local service, local support, CPWS.
This is Hal Landers, owner of Landers Insurance Agency. We are an independent agency representing the famous Erie Insurance Group. Landers Insurance Agency has been committed to providing great rates and great service since 2002. Whether it's home and auto or business or life insurance, we've got you covered. 24/7 in-house claim service, we've got that too. Visit Landers Insurance at 514 North Garden Street, Columbia. Call us at 931-380-2003. Our website is landersinsuranceagency.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
This is Trip Stoltz, owner and manager at Columbia Ace Hardware. We have changed our store hours to better serve our community. Columbia Ace Hardware is now open from 7 to 7 Monday through Friday, from 8 to 4 on Saturday, and closed on Sunday. Come see us at 112 East James Campbell Boulevard and let us show you customer service that can only be found at Columbia Ace Hardware.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Farmer Johnny here, Taylor Family Farm. I want to give y'all a little look-see. We raise 100% non-GMO, grass-fed beef, pasture chicken, and pork on our family farm. Everything that we grow is raised with love and care to ensure the highest quality and nutrition for our family and customers. You can shop online at TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com or visit our farm store in person at Etheridge, Tennessee at 301 Dave Reisner Road. That's TaylorFamilyFarmTN.com for more information.
Is your insurance up to date in today's world? Foster Insurance Agency is an insurance agency you can depend on for your commercial and personal insurance needs. Foster tailors insurance coverage to meet your unique requirements stemming from years of experience and represents several top-rated companies such as Erie Insurance. Call Mike Ford or Jimmy Ford today at 931-388-8365 or stop by their convenient Columbia location at 204 West 4th Street. Foster Insurance, serving Middle Tennessee since 1952.
Hi, I'm Jimmy Ford, Foster Insurance Agency here in downtown Columbia. We've been here since 1952, located at 204 West 4th Street. We specialize in commercial insurance. We write home, auto, and life insurance. We write anything from your bulldozer to your helicopter, from churches to bars. Come see myself, Mike, Shelby, or Nikki. We'll be happy to take care of you. We specialize in service.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
Oh, welcome back into the Front Porch Sports Network. Chris Yao, Drake Colley, coming to you from Buford Gladney Stadium.
Hey, we're live.
Charlie Seton Field. We are LIVE live and in person.
Rarely in the media business do you ever do things live anymore, but we are live on the north end zone just outside Charlie Seton Field.
You never know what you're going to get.
And we've got the big kahuna, the superintendent of Maury County Schools. Then we've got the big kahuna for Spring Hill High School, Dr. Brian Brewer. Good evening, sir. Good evening. It's evening. It's dark. I mean, it's dark outside. It's crazy. Lights are on. Friday Night Lights.
This is what we expect football to look like.
Senior night.
And senior night. That's right.
And you were just telling me about a big pep rally you had today for the seniors. Called out all the seniors out at the pep rally.
Yep. Kids get to have a good time. Have a little fun, but we get to recognize the kids that have really spent 4 years of their life here at this school, and dedicated to football and band and other, all the things that they're involved in, and it's great to recognize them because they deserve it. And, of course, we're doing that right now behind us, recognizing them again in front of their family and friends. And, it's just an amazing thing. It's that next step, right? It's that they're just about ready to take the next step.
Sure. And being able to have some fun and look at life with a little bit lighter, of the lighter side of life.
For a little while.
Yeah, because, and let's be honest, because things are so much different nowadays for high school, junior high and high school, or kids in general that are in school, just because of the darn social media and phones and the pressures and everything.
Exactly.
And it can really get kids stressed out, and just for them to have something old school like a pep rally.
That's right.
And get
The
out
simple
there,
things in
get
life.
out there and clown around a little bit and just laugh and have a good time with your
Yes.
schoolmates is so important.
Absolutely, because this is just a short window of time. It was for us, it is for them, and it's got to be more than just going to class. I mean, we want them to learn and we want them to excel and academically and in extracurriculars and everything else. But if you don't let them have some fun, it's just boring.
And Superintendent Ventura and I were talking before you came on the set, and we were talking about unit schools. And you were principal at a Murray County unit school, Hampshire,
Correct.
if I remember correctly. And Lisa and I, Superintendent Ventura and I, were talking about unit schools get kids kindergarten, first grade, and they stay, and if they remain there, they go all the way through their senior year of high school.
Right, never change schools.
So you, if you stay there as a principal, as a teacher, or a faculty member, or administrator, whatever, you watch that child like a parent grow from 5 years old to 18 years old, and then when it gets to be something like senior night, it's an emotional night.
It is.
For some, I mean, like I said, a lot of the teachers, my senior night, they were really happy and jolly. I don't know. I couldn't really, a few girls would walk up and they'd be hugging and crying, and then I would go up and say, hey, and then they would be like, yeah, okay. And then I walk away and I see them high fiving and doing and fist bumping and stuff. But anyway,
yes.
But it's so incredible. And we have 3 unit schools in Murray County Public Schools that do such great work for their communities and in educating their local community students. But when you see a child, and maybe, of course, you might have a favorite one that excels, or you just have a soft spot in your heart for. But I'm sure it's got to be like a child leaving home when one of your favorite students that you've seen grow from a small child up to 18 years old get ready to leave that school. And you're not going to see them at school every day. Oh,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's right.
It's something that you've been used to seeing for 12 years. Somebody
Yes.
every day
Yes.
that you go to work,
Yes.
right?
But even here, I mean, these 9th graders come in and,
Oh, yeah.
and they're like little beagle pups. I mean, they're 14 years old. Squirrely.
And you from 14 to 18, there's a lot of growing
That's
and
exactly right.
there's a lot of stuff going on right
That's
there.
exactly right. Physically, emotionally,
Absolutely.
just everything.
I had a conversation with a student that just did something and they thought that I was like mad at them, right? And I was like, I'm not mad at you, right? You're going to make mistakes. And I said, my thing is I want you to learn from the mistakes you're making. And next year, you're going to be different than you are this year, and the year after that, and the year after that, and then you'll be ready to graduate. But it is amazing. You talk about a K-12 and you see them grow up, but just to see them change from 9th grade to 12th grade it's almost like a night and day. Kids, the freshmen, when they come in, when they're seniors, it's so funny. A lot of them laugh. They're like, "You remember me when I was in 9th grade?" Oh yeah,
like a caterpillar to a butterfly.
That's exactly right.
To use a metaphor, but I
That's
mean,
right.
it's literally like that. I'm sure
Yes.
it's literally like that.
Yes.
You go from just a little bug to this beautiful that can fly and
Yes.
do its own thing and do amazing things as they just get a few years older.
right. And you look at so of course Spring Hill's been here so long that we have graduates of Spring Hill High School who now have students that are high schoolers, right, or even have graduated, and they come back and, they've got a kid in 9th grade, and, they'll come in and they're like, you remember how I was in 9th grade? they've made leaps and bounds, right? They remember that, when they were a 9th grader, how much they struggled, but that how successful they become in life, and maturing and all of that. Sure. And that right there is actually a pretty cool thing to have people come back and do that.
Well, let's talk about success right now. Let's talk about Coach Taylor for a second. I mean, let's sit down, and I'm sure you've thought about this, and administrators, faculty members have talked about it. But Coach Joshua Taylor has taken the reins of a program that has struggled for many years.
Yes.
And he's not setting the woods on fire, but he has turned, I think, the culture, starting to turn that winning culture ship around in a different direction.
Yeah,
a different trajectory.
He and I were talking this morning, and the thing that I recognize is we've lost 4 games, but we were not out of any of them.
That's correct.
Including at the 11 a.m. game at Dixon.
Right, which,
Dixon
I heard
County.
y'all talking about that and how it does. It throws you off to not follow the routine you normally follow. But,
And it wasn't Dixon County that had to travel here. It was Spring Hill that had to travel over there. So there's different dynamics to everything.
The thing that I noticed was when we played Creekwood, Creekwood put 21 on us, just boom, boom, boom. Took the lead. We had the lead. They took it. And the turning point I saw is our kids didn't give up. And that said a lot for what is going on with this team is they rallied and came back and ended up winning that game. And it takes that to make a difference.
And played hard for their head coach.
That's right.
You know
That's
what I mean?
right.
I mean, sports is about, at this age, I think, is about kids buying in to what the head coach and his assistants are selling them and making them believe that they can do anything if they put their mind to it and listen to what they're telling them. And it's about having the heart and the wanting to play for that coach.
Right.
Yes.
And that's what you said. Do you agree?
Absolutely. I mean, they've really rallied around Coach Taylor and the coaches, the coaching staff, and they're working hard. They work hard. I don't have any issues with them during the school day. They're doing what they're supposed to do. Everything's gelling very well for this football team, it's like when we played Dixon County. A couple of plays makes all the difference.
Could have turned the outcome of that game around like that.
When we played Summit, we start off, if we'd have scored at the beginning and had not had, the penalty or whatever,
they heard
totally
it was a senior.
So there we have it.
They heard you were a senior, so she got her a rose.
That's correct.
Well, tonight's senior night, and we just couldn't be happier for these girls and boys. And let's just not talk all about the football team. There's senior cheerleaders, there's senior band members. I mean, the seniors across all facets of the high school, of the senior class, of all the extracurricular and the programs and clubs here at Spring Hill High School.
So I'm not going to say the student's name, but we got a report this week. We've got a student that is doing the EMT program through Columbia State, and he's got the highest grade of anybody in there. And he's the only Murray County student in this program, and he will graduate with his EMT.
Isn't that fantastic?
And that right there, you can take all this and win the game tonight and do all that, but that right there is why I do my job.
There you go. Okay, hey, we got to take a break. You guys are going to go enjoy the football game.
Absolutely.
Thank you for being with us. Superintendent Lisa Ventura, Dr. Brian Brewer, principal here at Spring Hill High School. It's senior night. If you're close by, get in the car, get on down here. Support these seniors.
Wonderful.
Support these seniors.
We got
the high
cheesy chicken and rice in the concession stand from Amigos tonight,
there
too.
There you go. Spring Hill High School versus Battle Creek. This is Murray County Public School Game Day Show. We'll be right back. Thank you, guys.
All right, we are back here live at Buford Gladney Stadium. It is a beautiful night for high school football here in Murray County, and we are so glad to have you guys along with us here on the Front Porch Sports Network, presented each and every week by our friends at Columbia Power and Water Internet. If you're looking for the most reliable, fastest internet in the area,
and the best
CPW
price.
At the best price.
$50. I mean, $50 a month. My wife and I have had it for years. It is terrific.
Absolutely. Just give us a call.
Are you at a point, Drake, where you're expecting an increase in price, or?
No, I don't think.
Do you want to hear something that little inside knowledge?
He's grandfathered in on the original plan.
I'll give you a little
and
inside
I think
knowledge.
I'm a senior now, so I don't think they're allowed to do to crank it up.
Our $70 package. You've never heard this before, but may not be $70 and might actually go the other way.
Drop down a little bit.
So you can get it for $70 now, but that don't mean you're going to pay $70 forever. Could go down. So
you don't hear about that often.
No, we are doing our very best to do a lot of things to make our system more efficient. And once we are able to do that, we pass those savings along to you.
All right.
I'm
cool with that.
That's the best commercial of the night.
Absolutely,
All right.
it is.
Here we go. We're going to predict these games or what?
We got a little prediction time, so let's get started right now. We start homecoming, Lincoln County at Columbia Central. Let's start. All right, we'll start down here with.
All right.
Let's go with Eric.
I'm going to say this. I think that from an outsider's point of view, without knowing, looking at what Lincoln County has done this year and what's happened to Fayetteville, I think they have benefited dramatically from the transfer rule this year.
Yeah, maybe.
You're talking about Lincoln County.
I think Lincoln County has, and I think we may be seeing an old throwback Lincoln County right now, something we've not seen in a while. I think it's going to be a long night for the Lions tonight. I think Lincoln County will come in probably 27-20, close game, but I think Lincoln County pulls that one out.
All right. What do you say?
We'll go down to Coach Stacy.
So Lincoln County does come in as right around a 13-point favorite according to the power rankings. That does include the fact that they're on the road. That's built into these rankings. As I mentioned earlier, Columbia Central is playing after a week off. They're playing after a day where they've had a lot of activities.
Homecoming stuff. Okay.
And a whole week of that, in fact. I agree with Eric. I think Lincoln County comes in as the better team. I've got Lincoln County winning this game 35-24.
All right. Eric Perryman mentioned the old school Lincoln County, which is head coach Lewis Thompson that played for Bear Bryant.
John Meadows before him.
University of Alabama, national championship teams. And I think that is he's probably right on that. And I'm going to say Lincoln County 30-17 over Columbia Central. But that doesn't mean that Columbia Central is not going to make the playoffs.
No.
Or not host a playoff.
They can still host if they beat Tullahoma. But they can guarantee themselves a home game tonight. I don't think that's going to happen. I'm with you guys. I think it's Lincoln County 35, Columbia Central 24.
Okay.
Moving on to East Hickman at Mount Pleasant. This might be the most interesting game of the night. We'll start with Eric Perry.
Okay. I think Mount Pleasant's in a good place. We talked earlier about not looking past this week. I think Coach Hartsfield's probably preached that all week. While his staff may be getting ready, he's had to tell these kids all week, we got to win Friday night, we got to win Friday night. I think they win, and they win big. I'm going to say 36-10.
Okay.
All right, so Mount Pleasant comes in at a little over a 30-point favorite.
Goodness, I could not. I don't believe that is wild. I mean, this East Hickman team has not been bad. That's crazy.
So I'm not going to predict the score. I'm going to say that I agree with Eric Perriman. Hartsfield has gotten his team focused. He knows and they know because he's communicated to them the gravity of this game and the gravity of the rest of the season going into the playoffs. Mount Pleasant wins this game tonight by as many points as they decide they want to win it.
Okay.
You got an over-under?
My over-under would be 52 points.
All right.
Okay. All right. East Hickman, right? East Hickman. I remember when East Hickman opened up. I was calling basketball. We were refereeing. I might have refereed one of the first ball games ever played at East Hickman High School.
Did you ever know that court was not legal size?
I did not. I knew that it was kind of a big, long court. I knew that, but it seemed like a long court. But and every time we went down to East Hickman, there was always some type of
shenanigan,
unsportsmanlike something going on. The East Hickman always had this kind of edgy side. Their players, their coaches, the fans, they kind of had this edgy side to them. There's always something going on that you had to be aware of, especially when you're officiating basketball games down there. So I'm going to say that kind of overflows into their football program. But I'm still going to say that it doesn't bother Mount Pleasant. 36-3 Mount Pleasant tonight.
Okay.
All right. Mount Pleasant went over to Forest and could not get the W. East Hickman went to Forest, got a 10-point win. The transitive property does not matter tonight. It's going to be Mount Pleasant and Mount Pleasant big. I've got them 42-14.
Well, there you have it.
That was that week they ended up having to finish that game on a Saturday.
That's
Mount
right.
Pleasant did, though, so that's a freak off.
That
Let's talk about this one.
That was a weird happening, and Coach Hartsfield was not happy about
No, he wasn't. Let's go to this one right here. It's Battle Creek at Spring Hill game of the week. Eric?
I think there's a lot of emotions. We talked about the cross families and all of that. Spring Hill gets to play on this field this year after having to play at Battle Creek several times last year. I think they're pretty emotional. I think it's going to be an interesting game. I think Spring Hill's quarterback in the end may be a little bit better athlete than what they've been seeing on the Battle Creek side. I'm going to say 27-24. Spring Hill wins
close.
at the very
good
end.
game. That's a good tight ball game right there.
All right, I don't have it quite as tight. Spring Hill comes in as an even 20-point favorite in the power rankings. Spring Hill has shown a knack this year of being able to put up 38 to 40 points on some occasions and hold their opponents to lower points on some occasions. On the other side, Battle Creek has not been able to put up a huge number except for their win over Montgomery Central. I don't think they do that tonight. I've got Spring Hill winning 42-18.
Wow, that's a whooping. Well, I think we're going to have a good ball game. I think a lot of folks. I'm looking at the visitor side, stands filling up. The home field side on the western side of Charlie Seton Field is packed with parents. It's senior night. It's emotional night. I think the emotional.
Whose side do you sit on if you're a parent of kids from at both schools? That's
here.
You sit with us.
I stood on this fence for 4 years, and I didn't even have one on either side. But you stand on this fence is
I was
what you
curious.
do.
Anyway,
I'm
continue.
saying the Spring Hill, the big crowd, the emotions win the day. Spring Hill in a tight ball game, 18-16 over the Battle Creek Grizzlies tonight. Hard-fought ball game.
I think the offense is a little bit better. I've got a tight ball game. They got a touchdown. I've got Spring Hill 27, Battle Creek 20. So that is this full sweep for Spring Hill in this one. And everybody over here on the stream chat, let's go Creek, let's go Grizzlies. So they're probably not happy with us, but we full sweep here. Spring Hill get the win tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on the Front Porch Sports Network, powered by CPWS. Eric Perryman, Coach Keith Stacy, the Big Kahuna, Lisa Ventura, my colleague Drake Colley.
Have a great weekend.
And
can I get a roll tide out of anybody?
Absolutely.
Coach Stacy,
You can get muted is what you can get for saying that.
Ventura.
They give you a timeout down there.
So,
that timeout. Timeout.
Thank you.
Can we get a roll tide out of you? Or can we get you might want to? I don't know. You might.
Roll tide.
I will say roll.
There we go.
Tide.
So we're probably
You'll
two.
be singing a song about Tennessee here in a minute. See you guys next week.